Hello there guys, this is Johnny here, bringing you Star Wars The Old Republic content. We're currently in the Voidstar Warzone, which is a kind of an attack and a defend objective-based battleground, if you will. Story behind which we found an abandoned spaceship with some information in its computers which both the Republic and the Empire would like to recover. You take it in turns, you randomly defend or attack first. We're defending first. The objective is to just stop them from blowing up key doors that will let them get down to the computer core and download the information. There's 3 sets of doors, I think. The latter 2 doors have a kind of console you need to activate to extend a bridge and deactivate a force field before you can get to them. So there's quite a few objectives. Let's take a look. A sneaky guy just running off to this side because he thinks no one's going to spot him, which is cool because I have. Just wait until he's almost capped it and then we'll sap him. It's not actually called sap, guys, it's called mine trap, obviously, but it's essentially sap. Purple bar under his name denotes the fact that he's now CC'd. It kind of gets full up when you have a certain immunity to CC. This guy, don't think he's quite got the point, since he's just going to immediately try and do it again. My friend here would actually rather kill him than just waste his time, but I guess I'd just much rather waste his time, frankly, given that they've only got 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's have a quick check at what's going on over at this door. Not a lot. Sure, you MMO veterans out there can imagine the frustration we're trying to do this with randoms. It's kind of imbalanced, if you ask me, to be honest with you, because it takes them like 10 seconds to plant the bomb, but it takes me 3 to disarm it, so they have to be pretty damn quick to stop me, and they have failed to do so. BioWare, if you're listening, I do think that 3 seconds to disarm the bomb is particularly challenging, given that assassins can just walk up to it and you know, press the button. Now when you die, simply respawn in this thing here. Pie chart on the thing tells you how long before you get out. There's quite a lot of our team dead in here, so they may get this door.
An enemy is unbeatable.
Quick check of our abandoned door. Nope, nobody there. And nobody managing to plant here either. Sure what's going on up there.
Alert.
Oh crap.
Unauthorized
Well, that'll teach me, won't it?
detected.
Well, that'll also teach him for just running off after he's planted it, though, to be fair.
Alert. Unauthorized armaments detected.
Those of you unfamiliar with Star Wars The Old Republic, everyone gets an out-of-combat heal, so as long as you finish off who you're fighting, you can just go somewhere and get full health back. And that alarm means they have done the first set of doors. Let's go and try and delay them getting to the consoles. I do have 2 sprints. One is a passive out-of-combat sprint that everyone gets, which is 35% run speed when you're not in combat. And the assassin, or rather the inquisitor class, so both the assassin and the sorcerer get a brief 2-second sprint. You can be sapped instead of actually doing anything. There, my friend. they've actually extended that bridge already, so we better get over there. Kind of risky running this close to people, but quite rewarding in the fact that you can knock them off the edge. That's our friend from earlier. I think he's holding a grudge. Still haven't extended that other bridge, so I don't think there's going to be anyone there. In any case, I'm about to die. Just vanish and just make sure we can keep disrupting since nobody else is here. Oh, okay. Put a lag there. Guess that didn't work. Oh crap. And it's a very long time until I can get back out there, so I hope our team's up to it. In saying that, guys, we've done incredibly well. They've actually only got 2 minutes left.
Armaments detected.
It's actually quite a long time that we've held them up. Believe me, they tend to go quite fast in this beta test. We're definitely not going to defuse both of those though, so it's time to disrupt them from doing the consoles again. This time they have 3 consoles, so it should deactivate some various force fields to let them get to the next set of things. Sat that guy. Just keep following these guys. Our friend there's obviously going for a console, so let's ruin his day a bit. And they're all doing them. Well. Didn't get that guy though. Nobody got the close guy. Oh well. Let's get down there and make sure he can't plant the bomb.
An enemy is unbeatable.
I find it quite, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but you can never seem to get out of combat in this game if you run away from a fight. You know, you're just constantly in combat until the person you were fighting dies. I want to believe it's a bug, because it seems like it's a bit over the top. But it could just be a control factor on the stealth classes, I have no clue really. That fight's going quite well for us, I think, and we seem to outnumber them here. Didn't quite get to sat that guy. Oh. Not to have stealth by this guy here. Oh shit, he's going for the door. Oh, out of time. Well, we hold off, which means we get the full time with which to try and beat it. Hopefully, it'll be a lot quicker. As you've seen with my diffusing antics, I tend to find that there are quite a few people, certainly in this beta test, who just don't watch the door closely enough, so you can just sort of sneak a plant in. We'll see if I'm successful. I've been enjoying the Sith Assassin for quite a few days now. It's actually quite fun. Doesn't play exactly like a rogue. You kind of get a backstab, which is similar, but it's not quite as comparable to a WoW rogue. You know, you don't really have the kind of defensive cooldowns that a rogue has, and certainly not at the level I'm at. You're kind of a lot more squishy, I think, because you wear cloth armor. And none of these guys are going to be watching this door, are they? They're all Zergan. Shame on them. You fight at the doors, buddies. Oh shit, that guy's seen me. Oh. Well, since there's Zergan there this time, let's go and make sure that this guy gets this door off, shall we?
Alert. Unauthorized armaments detected.
You get 15 seconds to defuse, I'm sure you can see on the little mini-map there, but they hardly ever manage it, to be honest, because although it's quite a short cast, as long as you're actually paying attention, it's quite hard to get off. Whew.
Find a way over the reactor core pit, then place explosives on one of the doors. Ensure the enemy doesn't disarm it before it detonates. Quickly now!
So there are a lot of them still alive. Can be a problem. The kind of easiest thing to do, to be quite honest, is kill them because they respawn over there and can't get back across, but it can be beneficial to just ninja the console because then they're all still zerging over here and you can get to the door quite quickly. You do notice a big beam of light coming out of my head, but apparently they don't. While they're all fighting still, I should be able to get something on this door. So that guy, the only attentive guy on their team, damn him. Another good thing to do is just swap sides if you've only done one bridge, because as you saw me do when we were defending this, it's a lot less likely that someone will actually get to this door when that bridge isn't over. So the quick swap should ensure that we get the plant. And we've got 4 minutes on the last door. Which is much more than they had. Hopefully as well, with the fact that they're all so far away.
Unauthorized armaments detected.
Our poor friend there. The only attentive guy on their team, just coming to try and stop me.
Alert. Hull breach. Reactor core level. Evacuation protocol initiated. Please proceed through
Vanish
the
not
lift to the
quite back
bridge.
up, which is annoying. Oh, got rid of that healer. Can't see further than that. Trying to lost this range guy who's chasing me, but it's most difficult. Oh, well, we have a lovely friend who's managed to get the door done. So, with luck, this should be it. Since he's leading them that way, I'll of course go to the other door. You see how it can just cascade out of control if the defending team doesn't immediately get back to where they can cover the doors. Luckily for us, stealth seems to be quite convenient for those situations.
Unauthorized armaments detected.
And now all we have to do is touch the console. And I'm away.
Access the terminal. Download the ship's data core and we have it.
Security code recognized. Data
Hooray
core
for
transfer
Johnny!
initialized.
Did I do every door? I think I did every door.
Please stand by.
Anyway,
Complete.
that's how you quickly win the
Forces
Voidstar.
have secured the data core.
My bottom on damage, I probably should be, almost. Quite high on objectives done. Whew. You can actually vote for MVPs. I don't know if I mentioned this in any of the other Warzone videos I've done, but you can actually mention MVPs and just do it. A lot of people tend to just vote for whoever healed the most, but certainly I would appreciate it if people would look at who did the most bloody objectives, to be quite honest with you, because I did every single door. But there we have it, guys. That is the Voidstar. Moral of the story is always watch the objectives and fight on the flag, guys. See you next time.